This is KL.FM 96.7. I'm Ben Norris. He sat us down in the living room, and I remember him just sort of saying it. He had lung cancer. So, you know, it's one of those things where you're told something and then people say, oh, do you have any questions? And your mind just goes blank and you're just sort of sat there. I remember looking back, he said, the doctors have said I've got about a year if we don't do anything. And at the time, I think I thought, well, that's fine, because we're not going to do nothing. But now, as I'm older, I sort of realise that if they've said you've got a year, it's probably not good. It's tough as well, because it's been so long now. You begin to forget what people were like, which is a horrible thing to say, but it's true. I've got 2 or 3 videos where he talks in them for like a second, and that's the only way I can remember what his voice sounded like. He'd be proud, and I know that, but knowing that is different from experiencing that. We had a nurse that would come and talk to us, my sister and I, if we had any questions. Dad only ever had good things to say about the nurses that looked after him and the actual treatment as well. The nurses were like bemused because he would skip in and out as if he was walking to the pub on a Sunday. Whenever anyone tells me or talks to me about it and they say, oh, you know, someone I know is going through it, like, what's your advice? I think the one thing I always say is make sure they keep doing something. My dad kept gardening. I think that and just going on and just doing things that he would anyway just made him normal. We were big fans of Harry Potter. We didn't really talk about it a lot. We talked about it when we wanted to, but most of the time we just sort of continued as normal. I think it was the last Harry Potter film. We were sat watching telly and the trailer came on. The release date came up on the TV, and I sat and I thought about it, and then I turned to him and I said, you gonna be alive for that? Are we gonna be able to watch that together? And he sort of went, you know, did the maths and it's like, yeah, that should be fine. And he was, so that's good. But I think that's the only time that I can remember that I ever said to him, you know, will you be around?